I'm not even going to talk about playing the China card, because China is not going to force North Korea into anything. And North Korea will resist anything that's forced on them by China. The history of North Korea and China, their resistance to Chinese demands and so on is I mean, it's sort of even humorous to read sometimes. Consensus in Washington is, let China do it. How can we force China? Now they're talking about, doing all these sanctions on Chinese companies to really ratchet up the tension so they all do something about North Korea, but they're just not going to do it. The last couple of days, the Chinese ambassador to the UN said, look, the principles here are the U.S. and North Korea, and they've got to talk. China's not going to be part of that. That's got to be resolved by those two parties. People in South Korea know this too. I mean, I spent the whole spring in South Korea, and people in South Korea, pretty much a vast majority there, see it this way, as a fight between North Korea and the U.S. I interviewed Moon JaeIn 2 days before his election. He knew my work, that my reporting on Korea that I've done over the years. But, he made it very clear when I was asking him, well, a lot of people in the U.S. say your policies are going to be in contrast to Trump, and people in the U.S. are going to disagree with you about your policies in terms of trying to have engagement with North Korea. And he said, well, Trump's been very critical of his predecessors and saying that they didn't get anything done with North Korea. Well, the same is true for my predecessors. He said, they really dropped the ball. They really failed. And he wants to, pick up where they failed and turn it around.